Hello my fellow adventurers, and welcome to Voices of Eorzea. In this video I'll be reading through the Estinien chapter of the Unending Codex. If you liked the video, feel free to like, comment and subscribe, and if you want to support the channel, feel free to donate £1 a month to the Patreon. Now, let us begin. One of Ishgard's most capable knights, Estinien, called Wormblood by many, once led his order as the renowned Azure Dragoon. Estinien's origins are humble, having been born to a family of sheep herders in the eastern highlands of Korthus. However, the course of his pastoral life was forever changed when his village of Ferndale was razed by the great worm Nidhogg, an attack which claimed the lives of his parents and his brother. Bereft of home and family, the orphan of 12 summers was taken in by Alberic, then holder of the title of Azure Dragoon. The two proceeded to forge a complicated relationship: a martial instructor, an adoptive father, and a flawed knight, one who failed to protect his family. To the young Estinien, Alberic was all these things and more. When his training was complete, Estinien joined the Temple Knights. So focused was he on the fight against the Dravanian horde that he scarcely remembered the names of his companions. His sole friendship was with Amaric de Borel, a knight of similar age who shared Estinien's passion for the cause. Estinien's prowess saw him rise through the ranks, first becoming a dragoon and later inheriting the title of Azure Dragoon, once held by his foster father. Like all Azure Dragoons, Estinien would carry with him the Eye of Nidhogg, a relic torn from the worm's head over 1,000 years ago. Though the eye conferred power to the bearer, it rendered them vulnerable to Nidhogg's influence, and his undying hatred threatened to consume Estinien's very soul. Only through constant vigilance and strength of will did Estinien maintain a grip on his own sanity, though there were occasions when he came perilously close to succumbing to Nidhogg's rancor. In the midst of the Dragon Song War, Estinien offered to accompany the Warrior of Light and Alphinold Levier in the quest to convince the Dravanians to renounce their 1,000-year campaign of vengeance. Though he did not believe they would succeed, Estinien nevertheless agreed to eschew violence, unless circumstances forced his hand. They were later joined by Yazael, leader of the heretics, who simply believed peace an unlikely prospect, but one still worth pursuing in earnest. Estinien travelled with the others to the Churning Mists, where they sought an audience with Hraesvelgr, brother of Nidhogg. From the Great Worm they learned the truth of the Dragon Song War, that it was King Thordan of ancient Ishgard who drew first blood when he and his knights murdered the Great Worm Ratatoskr and subsequently devoured her eyes so that they might claim her power for themselves. Yet, despite this truth, the fact remained that Nidhogg was intent upon the destruction of Ishgard, and if he could not be persuaded to yield, they had but one recourse. In the end, the Azure Dragoon succeeded in hunting down and slaying his archenemy, presumably ending the 1,000-year war. Upon returning to the capital, Estinien and his companions discovered that Archbishop Thordan VII had plotted to wield the power of a primal to transform himself into an eternal god-king and bless the world with his twisted idea of harmony. They pursued the Archbishop to Azular, where they put an end to his machinations once and for all. However, in the wake of the battle, Estinien succumbed to the all-consuming hatred within Nidhogg's two eyes, transforming into a vessel for the worm's shade that would marshal his forces for a final assault on Ishgard. Following his defeat on the Steps of Faith, Estinien regained partial control and urged Alphinold and the Warrior of Light to kill him, but instead the two tore the eyes from his body, casting out Nidhogg's shade and saving the Dragoon's life. With his homeland entering an age of peace, Estinien renounced his title of Azure Dragoon and set off on a journey of his own. Even during these wanderings though, he stayed abreast of the Scion's activities and participated in both the liberation of Alamigo and sabotage efforts within Garlemald. In time, he gave in to the relentless solicitations of Tataru and Kryl, officially becoming a scion and working tirelessly with his comrades to deliver the world from the calamity known as the Final Days. Following his long journey from arch-nemesis of dragons to their friend and brother, Estinien renamed his lance Nidhogg after his fallen foe. Though he is still a lone wolf at heart, he travels more often with others than before, such as to the Isle of Fafnir, where he forged a new friendship with Vitra, another of the First Brood. The Unending Codex ironically ends here for the story of Estinien. However, I am sure we'll continue to get updates on his story as the game continues on. Estinien has much more to offer as a character among this ensemble cast of scions, and with Endwalker, the opportunity to see him present more of his character and quirks grows at a comfortable rate. We have the pleasure to see him break out of his hard-faced and serious demeanor every once in a while, to deliver some very well-paced comic relief for us, the audience. Without going into spoilers, my two favourite moments come to mind. When we realise Estinien has zero concept of the value of money, and later when all of the Estinien Sims got very excited as he invites himself into the Warrior of Light's room. I'll let your imagination run wild with that one for a while. Do you have any favourite Estinien moments? Feel free to let me know what they are by commenting down below, and let's please keep it spoiler free for anyone who may not know the story yet. Thank you all for watching this video. Feel free to like, comment and subscribe to feed the ever so hungry algorithm gods, and if you wish, feel free to donate £1 a month on the Patreon to keep this channel running. Have a wonderful day, and ta for now.